page again. All right.
Okay, welcome to the Marshall County Board of Supervisors, January 2nd, regular meeting at 9 a.m. We're on the first floor meeting room of the courthouse. I'll call to order this meeting. The board encourages the public to remain engaged and actively participate via Zoom, and if they're unable to attend the meeting in person. There are Zoom options and other options available on the agenda. The notice to the public: the Board of Supervisors welcomes comments from the public during the time allowed for discussion. You are requested to approach the podium and use the microphone, state your name and address for the record, and limit the time used to present your remarks in order that others may be given the opportunity to speak. The normal process on any agenda is for the chair to read the item from the agenda. The board is given an opportunity to comment on the issue and/or place a motion on the floor. An opportunity for discussion may be presented, at which time the public may participate in a roll call vote. Roll call, please.
Heil.
Yes.
Goodman.
Yes.
Hibbs.
Yes. I think we'll forego the Pledge of Allegiance because we just did the Pledge of Allegiance with our organizational meeting that began at 8:30. So for this one, we'll forego that. I would entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
I move that we approve the agenda.
One second.
Okay. Roll call vote, please.
Heil.
Yes.
Goodman.
Yes.
Hibbs.
Yes. Item 5, the consent agenda. Approve claims as audited, and authorize the county auditor and recorder to issue the payment of the same. Listing of claims paid at this meeting and all claims paid in the current month will be published as part of the first meeting of the following month. File manure management plans. We have for Pickard Brothers Incorporated, number 57598 at 1777 300th Street, Melbourne, signed with no changes. Flint Finisher Farm, number 71020 120th Street, St. Anthony, signed with changes. Item 5C, file the auditor recorder's quarterly report from July through September 2024, totaling $65,753.73. And that is the end of the consent agenda.
I'll make the motion to approve today's consent agenda.
I'll second that.
Okay. Any discussion of the items on the consent agenda? Okay, roll call vote, please.
Heil.
Yes.
Goodman.
Yes.
Hibbs.
Yes. Item number 7, file receipt of cost allocation plan report and authorize the chair to sign.
I'll move that we approve file receipt of cost allocation plan report and authorize the chair to sign.
I'll second that.
Okay, discussion?
This is an annual report that we have done, and it analyzes basically the annex for the formerly known as Department of Human Services, now it's HHS, that analyzes that space there for us for our cost recovery for annually. So it's just one of those exercises we go through to get money for our reimbursement from them.
And these are
And Maria said, this is what we do.
and these are federal funds being reimbursed to us through
It's actually,
DHS. I believe when I read the,
It's federal, and it also is our percentage from the state.
I see.
It's
Okay.
both.
Okay. Any,
And if I lied, Maria will send me something here real quickly.
I read the document and it looked like there was a total cost and then this was federal reimbursement from
Yeah,
what I could tell.
but the percentage also sets up for what
For state.
for our reimbursement from the state too for this next year.
Okay. Questions? Okay. Roll call vote, please.
Heil.
Yes.
Goodman.
Yes.
Hibbs.
Yes. Item number 8, approve the purchase of a 2025 New Holland T7 190 tractor from Central Iowa Farm Store in Marshalltown in the amount of $244,979.
I'll make the motion to approve the purchase of the New Holland T7 7190 tractor from Central Iowa Farm Store for $244,979.
Second that.
Okay, discussion.
This is a very similar tractor to the last New Holland that we bought, and it's, we found last winter that tractor really serves us well in winter responses with, we can put a loader or even a plow on the front of it. People don't think of tractors with speed much, but these tractors have a really good road gear, so they can get to places in the county faster than a lot of equipment can. And we were working down at the South County line, and it saved us quite a bit of time. We just were, the whole time we were last winter, we were thinking, we need another one of these. So that's what we're going for. This won't get delivered until September, so it's next budget
year's.
year.
Yeah. Okay. Any questions for Paul? Discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Kyle?
Yes.
Goodman?
Yes?
Hibbs?
Yes. Okay, item number 9, approve mitigation credit reservation and purchase agreement for 0.15 emergent wetland credits to be purchased from Central Indiana Mitigation Providers, LLC, for $9,000 and authorize the chair to sign. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll move that we approve the mitigation credit reservation and purchase agreement for .15 emergent wetland credits to be purchased from Central Indiana Mitigation Providers, LLC, for $9,000 and authorize the chair to sign.
I'll second that.
Okay, discussion.
This is to purchase mitigation credits for impacts to emergent wetlands that will be in our upcoming D16 replacement project, the bridge on 140th right at Durham. And it is, it's the federal way, that we have to, it's a very small impact, but and what we can do, instead of having to produce wetlands somewhere, we can purchase credits in a bank that are banked, somewhere else. I think these credits are banked in Franklin County at this time, but that's why. But it's $60,000 a unit right now, so.
Really? Questions, comments for Paul? Okay. Roll call vote, please.
Kyle?
Yes.
Goodman?
Yes?
Hibbs?
Yes. Item number 10, purchase of temporary easement and permanent easement from Davis Farms LTD for project BROS C064 143-8J64. Is there a motion to approve?
Yeah, I'll make the motion to approve the temporary easement of permanent easement from Davis Farms LTD for project Bro C64 143-8J64.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, discussion.
This is the same project, D16 on 140th, and this is the temporary easement and permanent easement that we need for construction. The permanent acquisition is 0.32 acres, so very, very small acquisition, but the temporary is 0.66, and we use that for just construction, and then it goes back to the landowner after the bridge is constructed. It's in the amount of $4,720, and that's the permanent easement is $3,200, temporary easement $1,320, and a allowance of $200 if they would like to update their abstract.
Questions, comments? What's the timeline for this, Paul?
This is going to happen, it's being let in April, so it's going to be built, I would suspect, in fiscal 2026.
Okay,
I'd be real surprised if they could get started before, much really before June, but we do have some kind of there's some lamprey or something that's in Minerva Creek that we can't disturb anything there in like late April to early May. I've never seen the lamprey, so I don't know what it looks like, but we'll just stay out of there until we can get in there.
okay. Okay, any questions? Roll call vote, please.
Heil,
Yes.
Goodman,
Yes?
Hibbs,
Yes. Item number 11, purchase of temporary easement and permanent easement from Mike J. McDonald for project BROS-C064 143-8J64. I would entertain a motion to approve.
I move that we approve the purchase of temporary easement and permanent easement from Mike J. McDonald for projects BROS-C064 143-8J-64.
And I'll second that.
Okay.
Same story, same project. This
Yeah.
is the easement, permanent easement and temporary easement on the, south of 140th Street and east of Durham Avenue. And so same unit prices for all of the items. And the total is $2,880 with $1,900 for 0.19 acres of permanent easement and $780 for 0.39 acres of temporary easement, and again, the $200 allowance for updated abstract.
Okay. Any other questions, comments? Roll call vote, please.
Heil,
Yes.
Goodman,
Yes?
Hibbs,
Yes.
We will have one more acquisition that is south of 140th and to the west of Durham. If you're looking on that map, there's some grading that needs to be done there as part of the bridge project.
How far west?
It's the smallest parcel. It's just gonna be, I don't even know if it's 100 feet.
So just on the west side.
Kind of a little
Yeah.
wedge. Yeah, if you look at a little wedge, that's gonna be the southwest of that intersection.
Okay.
And that'll be on the next meeting.
Okay. Anything else on the project, Paul?
No, I think it's progressing. April letting, we still should be able to get good bids. And if you go too late, when all the contractors get filled up, then there's less bids or more expensive bids.
Okay. Okay, item number 12. Approve Iowa property tax, natural conservation and wildlife area property tax exemption for Mark Hop and Fonda Hop Family Revocable Trust, 2594 255th Street, Marshalltown, according to Iowa Code Section 427.1222, and authorize chair to sign.
I'll make the motion to approve the Iowa property tax, natural conservation and wildlife exemption for Mark Hop and Fonda Hop Family Revocable Trust, 2594 255th Street, Marshalltown, according to Iowa Code Section 427.1222, and authorize chair to sign.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, discussion. Blaze, if you have,
According to Iowa Code 427.124A, it looks like the land has to be agricultural land for it to get this exemption. And since it is like a 2.64 acre, we have it as residential. We also did send out an egg letter asking if there was any agricultural activity going on the property, and they answered no to everything. So I just want you guys to be aware that we don't have it as classified as agricultural, we have it classified as residential. And it just looks at this code section, it has to be ag land to be able to qualify for this exemption. NCRS, or the commission did call me because this is the first time they've seen it with the current commission. I told them, well, you can go out there and inspect and do your thing. I originally thought the application came to me. I didn't know it goes to the supervisors. So I just wanted you guys to know this information as well before a decision is made.
Thanks, Blaze.
You're welcome.
yeah. So you're saying it doesn't qualify?
I would think so, but you might want to ask Jordan what his thinking is on it.
Okay. So we have a motion and a second. So we can vote it down if we want Jordan's opinion before approval, or we can move forward.
I would amend the motion that we table this until we get information from our
Well, I think our option might be vote it down.
Vote it down.
And then our discussion would be to pursue getting an opinion from Jordan.
Yep,
Okay?
That's the
Okay.
easiest option.
Yeah, probably the cleanest.
yep,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, so roll call vote, please.
Heil,
No.
Goodman,
No?
Hibbs,
No. Okay,
And I forgot to add, it does look like if it does get voted down, that they could talk to the commission about getting funds.
sit, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Not sure. Yeah,
I was just reading here, it looks like, if it does get turned down, where was that? I saw that here. They could be notified of availability of resource enhancement and protection fund cost shares monies and soil conservation technological assistance for reestablishing that.
so Blaze, who are they interacting with then?
I believe it was the Soil and Water Commission, I believe
Okay.
is the one that, because Tyler was also involved. He was talking to us before we had a meeting the other day, asking me about it as well. So I believe it's that commission that looks at it.
Okay,
And according to this application, they have to file this before February
February
1st.
1st, yeah.
So there's time for us to
There
take care
there
of
is
this.
time for a decision to be made if it does qualify
Yeah.
with the stuff with talking to Jordan. But I just think under that code section it doesn't, but then again, Jordan may think differently.
That's what attorneys are for.
Yep.
I mean, there may be another code section.
okay.
Thank you,
so
Blaze.
We will revisit that after we hear from Jordan on whether or not the parcel qualifies. Okay, item number 13, time set aside for the public to make comments on the topic of county business other than those listed on the agenda. No action will be taken on any of these topics brought up in the public forum. Anything under public forum?
I do have two things. I just, again, wanted to reiterate that the passport photos are increased to $15. We've been at the same rate since we were back at the bank when we implemented. We went from $10 to $15. Of course, like everything else, all of our material costs have went up, like all of our other costs have went up. A local vendor is currently at $19.95. We're charging $15 is what we went to, from 10 to 15. Also, out on the website and on the bulletin board, we did post the budget meeting schedule that we all are looking forward to so much. So that is out there for everyone as well. And the budget meetings, for anybody that wants to attend, will be meeting up in meeting room 2, which is on 3rd floor, northwest corner.
Do you want to say anything about valuations that are
Oh,
completed?
and yes, valuations were completed on Tuesday, uploaded multiple times, and used the nice little worksheets they've got. And all we've got there is a difference is rounding. So, yeah, all done. Great job, Sarah.
thank you.
Yeah, good news, thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else for public forum? Okay, we'll move on to adjournment. The next regular session is Wednesday, January 15th at 2025, I guess this is the new year, 2025, at 9 a.m. at the courthouse first floor meeting room. All business to be acted upon at that session should be submitted to the county auditor and recorder's office or the Board of Supervisors office by Wednesday, January 8, 2025 at noon. There being no further business to come before the board, this meeting is adjourned at 9:19.